Well, a lot of times, just a 3-minute video, sometimes on a project you're trying to fix and you want to share that information, really just makes other people's day. And this might be one of those. This is a 2009 Forester picked up. And I'm kind of rebuilding it, kind of getting it all ready for the road and all that, and inspection. And of course, with these Subarus, people love to go out off-roading and all that. And the first things that usually go on the front end are right here, sway bar end links. Now, they are not too bad to take off, but I'm going to show you a few tricks here, how I like to do these. You got this tie rod in up here, you really don't want to mess with it because it's in perfect alignment, or if you loosen this up, this whole thing will spin around. So I would just leave that on there. So what I do, I'll take a little jack like this. It's got the little round thing on the top there. And I'll kind of jack the car up on the edge of this ball joint right there. And I'll hold that. And that usually puts enough pressure on it where you can get some oil on there. And these are, I believe, 15 bolts and nuts. Let's see, what is this one here? Actually, this is a 9/16, so I think that comes out to be either a 14 millimeter socket also. So once I get that kind of tightened up there, I'll put some oil on that. And I just put a socket on here, and I've got it started, and a lot of times they will break hard loose, but once you get them going, work the nut back and forth, turn it a little bit, and take it back in, oil it up some more, and just do that until it comes all the way off. And I also, in the back here, I have a security jack kind of up under the arm there, and it's just kind of touching it. So when this this nut comes all the way out, I'll be able to go ahead and get that. Now on the top one, it's almost the same process, except I use something like this. You can buy these at the farm store. I think I picked this sucker up. This is I think it's 10-inch pair of vice grips. Picked this up for like $8, and these are great. And you might be able to use a regular pair of vice grips, but let me tell you what, these will bite good. And a lot of times, these, you can just take a hammer and just knock these apart. But this one here on the top was rusted off, and it was coming off anyway. And here, I have this little nipple sticking out. And this was already nice and tight, so I got it started. And on the bottom, if you hit this hard enough, you can see this plastic. This is why they come apart. You can just knock this completely off and kind of watch this back here and see if your work is doing what it's supposed to do. And you can get something like this and grip this really tight. Let me spin this around a little bit for you. And kind of grab that right there like that. Put your socket back here and slowly take this apart. And this one here, I pretty much got it. I wasn't about to try to get my grinding wheel in here. I didn't feel like, you know, getting in there and doing all that. So you can see you can get that. You can grip that. You can get this off. But don't even try to put anything on the inside here. These just round off, especially if you live in the Northeast. So this is just about off. And it's at an angle here. I don't think it's going to go anywhere once I do get the nut off. But let's see if we can go ahead and get this rest of the way off. And there may be enough pressure there to keep that rest of that sway bar end link just kind of hanging there. But if it does come off, I got the jack over there that will catch it. That way you don't have to use any power tools. You can just use some common tools to get these off. And matter of fact, both of mine are broke. The other side's busted the same way, and I'll have to do the other side that way also. So alright, that oil, this is all used oil I keep. I have a little squirt can that you can lube up all your bolts and nuts for free. Alright, so that's just about all. How about that, huh? And now all we got to do is lower that. Back up on the camera here a little bit. And I think you can still see that there. Now I'll go ahead and lower this jack a little bit. How about that, huh? All right. Well, there weren't my brakes, but that's okay. I'll get those. And there we go. No busted knuckles is what I'm trying to say. We didn't have to bring out the power tools. I mean, look at this, plastic. Yeah, that's gonna last a long time. Not. All right, now here's the driver's side. Hey, let me know where you're watching from right now. I'd like to know where my peeps are. And, yep, not much left of this one. So I jacked it up right there on the back of that. Got a lot of pressure on it, and I should be able to get this off here and put my vice grips on top of this. Eventually break that loose with a 15mm socket. So let me go ahead and put some oil on there. Alright, so let's see. Probably should be using a deep well, but this actually works out pretty good. So let's see if we can break this loose. Oh, actually, it broke loose. And you'll probably see the top there starting to move. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it come loose. Well, I hope. Yep, it's coming loose. So that's one way you can get these. So you can kind of watch me here, take the rest of the way off. Alright, so right there it's starting to bind up. Getting really hard, so let's turn it back in a little bit. And now squirt some oil on it, or my used can of oil. Farm store for like 12 bucks. Pick up a nice little can. And now and that's a pretty petty video. There's probably a million of them on YouTube. But I might as well throw my 3 cents in, right? I mean, I got a few followers or subscribers or whatever they call it. My little tiny channel. Alright, so let's see if we can get this the rest of the way off here. And I'm right-handed, so I'm at the perfect angle. All these Subarus, Foresters, Legacy, they all have the same issue. And I think this might work for all of them. You know, like, a lot of people just want to go in and start cutting, but if you kind of do little things like this by using the jack, putting a lot of pressure on that, it's kind of ingenious. You're using the weight of the vehicle to help you out, so. Alright, so let's see. That should stay on there, and I got a secure jack up under the frame here, and how about that? So, you know what, for now we're going to leave that there. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get this one out real quick, since it's kind of hitting that jack. You know, give me some leverage there. So guys, actually we're going to have to take the jack out because I can't get my vice grips in there like this. I can get them up on top, but I need to be up here. But I need to get the vice grips in here like this because we got to turn the nut back like that. So we'll just take this out. And like I said, I got another jack under there, and this will drop down a little bit. And actually, I can kind of leave the jack under there just a little bit, just to kind of support it there. And let's see. Yeah, that gives me much more room to get my vice grips in there. All right, so I got these on right there on that nut, well, on the nipple. And there's the nut we got to take off right there where my thumb is. And I got this socket at this weird angle, and I'm going to have to stick my hand back in here. So let's see if we can get this broken loose without me losing a bunch of skin off my knuckles or fingers. That's pretty tight. So I got those vice grips in there pretty tight. So there we go. It broke loose. And it's not spinning around. Great. Oh, wonderful. Let me set the camera up a little bit better for you guys. Alright. And that's the beauty of YouTubes. We help each other. And I got that nipple on the very end of those vice grips. I got a lot of pressure on it there, so. I think we just about got me repositioned here. Not as fast and young as I used to be. Adjust this down just a little bit there. The old Harbor Freight socket ratchet still going. I'm going to have to buy some more. These have getting a lot of slop in them, a lot of play. And that way, once I get this off, I can go ahead and check out all the brakes and clean up all the wheel rims and stuff and have it ready for new parts. Alright, so it is off. So now we take this here out. And I'll have to move that jack completely out of the way now. There we go, that way we can get everything out. Alright, so there's that. And there's that. I like it when a plan comes together. How about you? Alright. So now everything's prepped. All we gotta wait is for our new ones to come in, and I got both sides for $20 free shipping on eBay off of a dealer. And also, here's what's left of these. Yeah, there's a lot of plastic in them. Obviously, they're gonna fail, but I understand why they put the plastic in there. They want to keep the squeaking down and all that, but I don't know, guys. That seems like it's kind of cheap. Alright guys, so that's it. When my new ones come in, perhaps I'll do a video. I don't know, it depends if I feel fancy or not, but until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.